Hello, my name is Collection Connoisseur. I collect digital thingamabobs and video games, and today I'm playing Hollow Knight. Last time on Hollow Knight, I completed the penultimate entry in my Hunter's Journal, and I tracked down Mr. Mushroom 4 times. This time, I will attempt to find Mr. Mushroom again, and then head over to the resting grounds to search for secrets. The place that I expect to find Mr. Mushroom, I shouldn't say expect. I am hoping to find Mr. Mushroom in King's Pass, due to the most recent thing of the poem. And let's talk to Zote first. Precept 32, names have power. Names have power, and so to name something is to grant it power. I myself named my nail Life Ender. Do not steal the name I came up with. Invent your own. Precept 33. Show the enemy no respect. Being gallant to your enemies is no virtue. If someone opposes you, they don't deserve respect or kindness or mercy. Precept 34. Don't eat immediately before sleeping. This can cause restlessness and indigestion. It's just common sense. I like that last one, Zote. That's a good lesson. So, I'm going to the King's Pass because it's where I entered new lands, which is really my only guess. Well, it was my only previous guess for where to find Mr. Mushroom. I have one more guess now. My one more guess for where we might find Mr. Mushroom is in the Abyss, because that's kind of where I entered new lands. Game froze up a little bit there. Don't know why that happened. That's where I entered new lands, I guess. This is also where I entered new lands, so I don't really know what it's referring to, but I guess I can imagine both the Abyss, like right where I exit the Abyss, and the King's Pass as places where I have entered new lands, and therefore could theoretically find Mr. Mushroom. I don't feel great about either of those guesses, so I'm gonna check. But after I check those two, I'm just going to go off and do something else. Ho ho! Oh my gosh, I got it the first try? That's amazing. It's not by tools that you'll triumph, it's through your smarts, your speed, your determination. Oh, I see. So you've been following me around then. Oh, he's talking to me now. I hope my travels haven't confused your own, distracted you. Then again, a meandered journey, still has meaning. It is, after all, from a journey we find our purpose, though a stop is more than just a stop. And my, if those stops can't be lovely things, wouldn't you say? Transcendent plateaus, disty sandy lands, vast ancient kingdoms. Yours was not the first, nor will it be the last, but it's a unique and special thing nonetheless. Now with my duties here finished, it's time I made graceful departure. Till next time, my friend, 'tis a long road we tread, but a joyous one. Oh, that was a little creepy. I expected him to go into the ground again. Until our paths cross again. And then I guess the last line of the poem is the kingdom ventured, because we've now ventured the kingdom, or Mr. Mushroom has ventured the kingdom. So I think we have come to the end of the Mr. Mushroom plotline. It was a weird one. I thought something a little more would happen at the end of it, but it appeared that he has left. So I guess that's the end of his story. In any event, if he has more, I don't know where I would find him next. The other thing to talk about for Mr. Mushroom is trying to piece together what he has been saying the whole time we've been following him around. I have gone back over my recordings and looked at every time we've met Mr. Mushroom, and so I can read through all of those and try to figure out what he meant. And the key question for me is, who is he talking to? So I'm just going to talk through what Mr. Mushroom said. It's nice that you were able to help your friend, so you are not hungry anymore. Yes, that was quite the appetite. I was impressed. Still, we all move on sooner or later. Whoa. What did I just find? I was trying to hit this wall to see if it would break. Hold on. I found a new thing. I was trying to read Mr. Mushroom's thing. Dream Shield. Oh, I think that's another charm. Ho-ho! Defensive charm once wielded by a tribe that could shape dreams. Conjures a shield that follows the bearer and attempts to protect them. Well, I'm going to have to try that. I'm going to put that on immediately so we can see what it does. And by the way, that is the penultimate charm that I have to collect as well. At least from what I can see here. So this charm I just have to buy back from Divine. I need to collect 12,000. This charm, I have no idea where it is. And we just found this one. I'm going to take off... I guess I'm going to take off the Spore Shroom now, since maybe I don't need it any longer. I'm putting a question mark at the end of that, because who knows? And we put on the Dream Shield. Oh, it's like a... It's a shield that just circles around me. Interesting. Well, I found a secret in the resting grounds immediately. That was nice. But I'm here to search for more secrets. And the place where I expect to find them the most is in the Spirits Glade, where I'm going to go first. So back to Mr. Mushroom. He was talking about having quite the appetite. He was impressed, and he said, still we move on sooner or later to greater things perhaps. So much can be achieved in so short a time. Treat them with respect and you may remain, but raise your nail and you'll contend with me. Can we battle Revik? I don't really want to dream nail any of these. But maybe Revik is the last one in my hunter's journal. I'm gonna dream nail Revik, see what happens. Oh-ho! We are now fighting Revik, I think. But how do I hit Revik? Oh, is there a way to hit Revik? I think I've hit Revik a couple times. Because if you slash right when Revik would hit you, I think you hit Revik instead. So I've hit Revik a couple times, but am I making progress? Alright, I'm gonna leave. Because I'm about to die. And I'm not sure if I can defeat Revok, or if it's just a constant Revok is attacking me. That seemed more like what happens with cuckoos in The Legend of Zelda when you attack them, and you just get a whole bunch of cuckoos constantly attacking you. Rather than somebody I could defeat. Yeah. I'm not completely sure about that, but I did not think that that was a battle I could win. And here's a secret. This is the one I kind of expected to find. Now what is it? A king's idol. Alright, haven't found one of those in a little while. I don't know what these statues are of. But there we go. So this is what I was really expecting to find in this episode, is a secret area in the Spirits Glade, now that I could jump and move around. I'm still going to search the rest of the Spirits Glade, just in case there are more things here. But I don't expect to find any, so I'm going to try to talk about what Mr. Mushroom has said while I'm doing that. The next time that we met Mr. Mushroom, he said, "Shouldn't trust the eye they gave you. Rely on your own instincts. If you've a keen sense of smell, use it. And while you're hunting for secrets, beware those who hunt you." So I found this particular part of what Mr. Mushroom said interesting for trying to determine who he's talking to, because whoever he's talking to is searching for secrets, and he said, "Don't trust the eye they gave you," which is a weird thing to say. Before looking back at what Mr. Mushroom had said, I was thinking that maybe he was talking to the Hollow Knight. Have we been through here? I don't remember if we have. We haven't. Ho ho, this is a new tree. Oh my gosh. An essence tree I never found before. How about that? I was certainly not expecting to find an essence tree. And I think there was one up there. Yeah, I wonder if I can get there from here. I might have to go back up to get that one. Well, one of the things that I had theorized before, and I have written down in my notes but never went really back to talk about it, was that there was one of those essence trees in every area in the game. And I hadn't gone back and determined exactly which areas I had seen essence trees in versus which ones I hadn't. But I guess I hadn't seen an essence tree in here, in the resting grounds. And now I have. Great, that's the third secret found in the resting grounds already. And to get those, I think I have to go up again and come back down. Huh. These are interesting because they're in a weird spot. Spot that I just fell from again. That's all of them. I'm kind of trying to check this wall to see if there's another secret even? Looks like not. Let's go back to the tree. And I know I did this before. That's right. Hello, tree. Sacred memories, honored souls. And now I'm going to have to go back after this episode and determine if there's any areas where I haven't found an essence tree. I have gone a secret search through every area in the game except for the resting grounds, which I'm in the middle of right now, and the infested crossroads. I've done a partial secret search in the infested crossroads, but not fully. So I'll go back to the infested crossroads another time. Notably though, I've already found an essence tree in that area, so I may have just found the last of the essence trees in the game. Now, instead of going down here, I'm going to go left first. Whoops. Smacked right into that. This part of the resting grounds, I don't know what there is. To protect the vessel, the dreamers lay sleeping. We have destroyed all of those dreamers. At their request. You know, those dreamers are actually not upset about me destroying them. They felt like their vigil was done, I guess. Really checking the ground to see if there's any ground that could be breakable. And then let's check this room. And I'll continue talking about Mr. Mushroom. The next thing that he said, the third time we found him, was the dead can't make use of wealth in any case. What would they spend it on? Yes, a big brood like that. They need food and shelter and toys. If you keep some for yourself, well, I think you deserve it. Yes. That line is also interesting to me because that indicates that whoever he's talking to has been going around the world and collecting money. That severely limits who he might be talking about. Oh my gosh, have I never broken this wall? I apparently had never broken that wall. There's the fourth secret in this episode. Not even counting finding Mr. Mushroom. But that line significantly limits who he could be talking about. Before this episode started, or I should say before I looked back at what Mr. Mushroom had said, I was thinking that he might be talking to the Hollow Knight. Like telepathically calling up the Hollow Knight on the phone and talking about the kingdom, while the Hollow Knight is chained to his prison. And that line kind of goes against that guess. My word. Can I go up there more? This seems like a weird place to put a secret, but yeah, I couldn't go up there anymore. I hit the ceiling. And there's a ceiling over here too. But basically, the Hollow Knight is not wandering around the world, so the Hollow Knight cannot collect money from the dead. So that rules out the Hollow Knight as somebody that Mr. Mushroom could be talking to. After that bit, I really only have one guess about who Mr. Mushroom could be talking to. And my guess is the Hornet. That's a weird guess, I admit, but also, who else could it be? I don't know of any other character that's wandering around and possibly collecting money off the dead. And then in further ones, I'm going to skip ahead and go to another line in the poem. Actually, let's not skip ahead. I'm going to go to the next one. So the next one was, what was called a hero in its moment may be called something very different after time has passed. The crimes and triumphs of our predecessors echo all around us, don't they? The chains of fate that bind us all together, do you really want to break them? That one doesn't tell me a lot about who he could be talking to, except that, oh gosh, there was a creature in the wall. Except that whoever he's talking to wants to change the world, wants to change what's happening in Hollownest and break the chains that bind us. That really means helping me, because I'm the one that's going to be breaking the chains, probably, by rescuing or replacing the Hollow Knight or something. So if he's talking to somebody, they would have to be somebody that is okay with destroying what the Dreamers have protected. Again, that leaves me kind of toward the Hornet. The next one. Well, if things are getting too dangerous down there, maybe it's time to take a break. Come back up and spend some time hunting or gathering or wandering aimlessly. No, not too much longer now. So his suggestion of hunt, gather, wander aimlessly also tells me that it probably isn't talking about the Hollow Knight, because the Hollow Knight is not in a place to actually move around the world. It doesn't seem to be talking about the Hornet either, though, because the Hornet isn't really down below. Down below would be a shade that's in the abyss. At least that's what I would expect down below to mean. So he could be talking to another shade. That doesn't help me at all. Maybe there is another shade. And then the last thing that we heard before this episode, I haven't memorized what we just saw in this episode yet, but the next one was, I haven't seen her. No, I'm sure you'll remember where you left her eventually. Trust the moon, or yourself, or trust her. You need to trust something, that's my point. No, not him, absolutely not. So, in that one, Mr. Mushroom is encouraging whoever he's talking to trust someone, and that someone has, and also that person has left some her behind. And then at the end of that, I think what's going on is Mr. Mushroom is telling the person, do not trust the worm. Of the people to trust, do not trust the worm. Oh, there was an enemy. I did not see the enemy. And I hope you can see why I'm having trouble assigning anybody to what Mr. Mushroom is talking about. Like who he could be talking to. And my only guess is the Hornet. She's the only one that is really wandering around the world. Could be getting money off the dead. Don't know who the her would be referring to. And I think I just moved into the infected Crossroads. So did I go through all of the resting grounds? I think I did. The resting grounds is quite small. So the only other place that I know to check to look for secrets is the infected Crossroads. I have been on the bottom, which is where I am now, and I've been on the left. But the rest of this, I'm not sure that I have checked for secrets recently. So I'm going to check for secrets in the rest of the infected Crossroads. And notably, I have got one more charm to find, and if I find that one charm, I can get Salubra's blessing, I think. Yeah. I need 2 more charms. Well, really that's 1 more. I just need to buy back the one that I gave to Divine. I wonder if there's anything in this little hut now that Sly is back in the village. No, it's just a tiny little hut. So where could there be secrets? This is where we fought one of the first of the mini bosses. He explodes, gotta be careful about him. Also, the infected Crossroads gives me a fair amount more money now that these guys are infected. I guess being infected makes you rich. So I've searched over there, I think. Let's try going this way. And I'm really hoping to find a secret in the infected Crossroads, because there is one more charm that I don't know, I haven't found. I don't know where it is. And I've done a secret search through, as I've said, every area except for the infected Crossroads. So I'm hoping that we'll find something while we're here. Gosh, trying to get to that other wall. You know, there's nothing there. It made the sound that I was finding a secret, but I found that secret a long time ago. There was a money egg there. I think I found a lot of things in this game. There's a lot of things that I've completed already. I'm going to go from memory right now and talk about things that I don't think that I've done. So one of the things that I know that I haven't done is find the last charm. So the last charm is what I'm chiefly looking for right now, hoping that it's in the Forgotten Crossroads, the Infected Crossroads. I can obviously talk to Zote more. Zote has more precepts to tell me about. And I do want to go through all of his precepts. In a similar vein, I can go back to the fungal wastes and find the rest of the coconuts, the poetry coconuts, and listen to all of the poetry from the coconuts. trying to figure out what my shield does, and it looks like it blocks projectiles, but eventually the shield takes damage and becomes just a tiny thing, but then it regrows pretty quickly. Aside from finding those two, like, dialogue things that I haven't completed yet, there is Zote, Grey Prince Zote, I mean, which I can fight the rest of the Grey Prince Zote levels. Level 10 and beyond. Similarly, there's the White Defender. I know that I can fight the White Defender at least one more time. I've only fought him once, so he's got level 2 and potentially beyond. Who knows how many White Defender levels there are. I already mentioned the one charm I have to find. I think I found all of the spells. The last one I found was the Abyss Shriek. And the Abyss Shriek, I don't know why it's not called the Abyssal Shriek. Why is it not using the adjective form? It's just two nouns put right together. And two nouns put right together is a problem. I've been playing Scribblenauts Unlimited, so it's at least a problem for Scribblenauts Unlimited to have two nouns next to each other. This thing... yeah, this thing is gone. Ooh, that looks cracked. Ho ho! There's another secret. And it has a money egg. Ho ho! And it has something I need to dash through. Super dash. That unlocks the shortcut. And what have we found? I don't know yet. Where on the map is this? Oh, it's right of where I fought the first boss. The Fake Knight. Or False Knight. I think he was False Knight, of course. I have leapt into the spikes and discovered that they hurt and my little barrier does not protect me. This is a rather large little area I found. And I realize I just said large little area, like a doofus. Oh gosh. I was very excited for a second there because I got trapped inside this room and I thought, oh man, this might be the last thing in my hunter's journal. And unfortunately these are all enemies I've fought before. This is not a new enemy to fight. Okay. That was relatively easy. What's the reward? Ooh, what is that? Breed. I guess that's the mother of all of those creatures. The glowing womb. Oh, I think that's a charm. Yes. Drains the soul of its bearer and uses it to birth hatchlings. Oh, the hatchlings have no desire to eat or live and will sacrifice themselves to protect their parent. I see. Do you know what that means? That means that I can have even more little minions coming around me. I'm going to put that on so we can have the maximum minion fest. But first, let's continue searching for secrets. This has been wonderful. I found the last charm in the game. All I need to do is collect 12,000 in order to pay divine and get back my now unbreakable heart. What are you attacking? Are you just attacking the empty thing over there? Yes, I think he's attacking the empty suit of armor. He regularly attacks things that are weird to attack. So the last Hunter's Journal entry is another thing that I have to complete this game. I'm rather confident that that would be done through either beating the game again, which I'll do pretty soon. I intend to play through the ending of the game again because I have the Void Heart and I expect I'll get a different ending. Not this episode, but a relatively soon episode. So that's another thing to do, is other endings of the game. I don't know how many endings this game has, but it has at least one more. And the at least one more, I'm pretty sure I can go to right now. If there are other endings, I don't know how I would unlock them. There are some things that I just don't know what to do with, so I'm not going to call them things left for me to do, but I don't know what to do with the Mask Maker. I don't know what to do with the Fluke Flunk. If there's anything else to do with Mr. Mushroom, I don't know that either. Got pretty far there. I would like to continue this episode a little bit longer to search for secrets, but I'm going to rest at this bench and put on my new charm. So this has been fun, the Dream Shield, but let me try the even newer one. There it is. Oh, and let's go back to where the grubs are. Because I could easily imagine that the grubs, if I go back to where the grubs are, they will not be there because they have grown up and become whatever the grubs become, moths or something. I don't know what the grubs are. I don't know what their parent form of the grubs is. We got the Grubber Fly elegy from them, so I guess it's some sort of fly. This room I haven't been into in quite some time. I can't imagine there being much of a secret here, though, that we haven't found. We've already found the secret down here. Oh my gosh, I didn't even notice. I've got little Hollow Knights. Like little knights are what I sprout. Ho-ho. This charm is now one of my new favorites. I've got little knights. And then I think I have kind of searched the top area for secrets, but let's search this middle area, including going this way. So the top, I think I have. Yeah, I'm gonna go in there, just in case. Yes, I have searched this room for secrets. I remember fighting that guy again. So let's go down this way. Haven't been here in a long time. Don't know where there could be a secret here, but we at least haven't been here in a long time. Any breakable ground? No. Nothing. This is one of those not so infernal elevators. They're not like the City of Tears elevators. So this says that it's constantly draining my soul in order to create those my little brood of Hollow Knights. But I think the maximum I can have out is what I have out, right? Kind of want to see. I've got 4 right now. Does it create a 5th one? Looks like it stays at 4. So if I have 4, I think my soul remains steady and I just have those 4 around me. But I bet if one of them dies by attacking enemies for me, like that, they just dive bomb the enemies, then it starts draining soul from me again and creating up to 4 of them. I like it. I mean, I want my soul to heal as well, so there's a contention for the resource. But I like it. Now I've got all the little guys following me around. Oh, it drained soul very quickly there. And I'm not really getting soul because I'm not attacking anybody. I'm not hitting anything with my nail because my little minions are taking care of everything. So eventually I just run out of the minions and then I have to hit things to get the soul back. What hit me? I have no idea what hit me. It's kind of disturbing. Oh gosh, run. There is the problem that I basically can never heal. Alright, I'm seeing some downsides with this charm. I basically cannot heal because the charm takes the soul away from me too fast. I don't get as much soul because I'm not attacking the enemies, and I'm not getting it. I'm not able to use it for healing because they basically immediately attack and then my soul goes down again. But on the other hand, I'm destroying all of the enemies in a room rather quickly. Let's heal while I can. There we go, got 1 heal in. I jumped directly into that guy's attack. That was silly. I got 2 heals in. Alright, grubber flies. The grubber flies are gone. And why is there 1? Happy, happy, happy. Why is there just you? Did you eat the rest of your brood? Oh my gosh. This seems so disturbing. I don't think this is the happy ending I was hoping for. Well, that's the end of that storyline. Not what I was going for. And I'm going to call it basically the end of this episode. I'm going to go back up and talk to Zote again, learn more of his precepts, and then save the bench. Wrong direction. Hello, Zote. Precept 35. Up is up, down is down. If you fall over in the darkness, it can be easy to lose your bearing and forget which way is up. Keep this precept in mind. Completely unhelpful. Precept 36. Eggshells are brittle. Once again, this precept explains itself. I don't know why you needed that one. Precept 37. Borrow, but do not lend. If you lend and are repaid, you get nothing. You gain nothing. If you borrow but do not repay, you gain everything. Zote, that is terrible. You're a terrible bug thing. Alright, that's the end for this episode. Next time, I'm probably going to go and fight some of the White Defender. In this episode, I found another money egg, I found a king's idol, and I found an essence tree. All things that I did not expect to find any more of. Also, I found the last 2 charms in the game. If you'd like to see a detailed tracking sheet, there's a link in my video description. New episodes every Sunday, and thanks for watching.